Chat2 Database is an open source AI driven SQL client that simplifies data management, query generation, data exploration, and even reporting. It supports a wide range of relational and non relational databases, which is going to offer a seamless all in one solution for the database professionals. So let's quickly go ahead and test it out together. Alright, so let's get started. So in order to use Chat2DB, you have two different options. First one is to use the web version where you don't need to download and install anything, and you can simply use it right here inside the web by making connection to your local database. And the second option is to download and install it locally and then use it. And this installation also has two different ways. Either you can download the installer and then follow the instructions to install it on your system. You can see that it provides support to three different operating systems, and you can download the installer according to your required operating system. And the second option is to install it using the GitHub. You can see that this is the official GitHub repo of Chat2DB. Here they have provided you all the information about it along with the instructions of how you can install it locally. Moreover, they also provide support to Docker installation, so you can always go ahead and install it using the Docker as well. So for this video, I'm going to be using the installer to install it on my system. As I'm working on the Windows operating system, so I'm going to download the installer for the Windows operating system. You can do so for your own operating system too. So after installation, this is how the interface is going to look like. You can see that just like the VS Code, we have a left navigation menu where we have the option for the workspace, for the dashboard, for the AI chat, and for adding different plugins or the extensions. So before moving towards the details of all of these different options, firstly you need to create a connection with your database. For that you have to click on this plus button right here that says create database. It will provide you three different options. Either you can create a new group, create a new connection, or import the connection. So I want to create a new connection, and these are all the different databases that it supports. So you can create connection with any of them. I'm gonna go with MySQL. Once you do that, you have to provide a bunch of different information. First, you have to provide the name, the env, the storage, the host, the port. For the authentication, you have the option to select the username and password, and then you have to provide the user and the root along with the URL. And after providing all of this information, you have to go ahead and download the drivers for it. For that, you simply have to click on this download driver button, and it is going to download the drivers for you. So once this is done, simply have to go ahead and test the connection. And if the connection is successful, then you will get a message saying test connection is successful. And then you can simply go ahead and click on the save button in order to save the connection. And once you do that, now you can see that here is a list of all the different databases that have been present on the MySQL server, and you can easily access any of that database right here inside the Chat2DB after making a connection with the MySQL database. So now in order to interact with all of these databases using the AI, we need to have an AI collection. For that, you have to right click on AI datasets and click on create AI datasets. Here you have to provide a name to your dataset. I'm going to call it test, and then simply click on affirm. So you can see that currently there is only a single table showing because this is what is present inside this DB database. So now you need to select the correct database on which you want to work. So if you want to work with the pet data database, you can simply click on this drop down menu, and from the available databases, you have to select the one on which you want to work. So now inside my pet data database, you can see that I have 4 different tables: owners, pets, procedure detail, and procedure history, and these are the number of rows present in each of them. And now you need to go ahead and select the tables on which you want to work. So if you want to work with the owners table, simply go ahead and select it. And if you want to work with all of them, simply click the checkbox beside each of them and click on sync to AI dataset. Then it will ask you to enter or select the collection name or the dataset on which you want to add it. Select the test dataset and click on affirm. So now you can see that under the AI datasets, we have our test dataset which we have created. And inside this test, we now have the 4 tables which we have selected from our database. Now you can easily interact with these tables using AI. So now once you have all the tables inside your AI dataset, now we need to create a console in order to interact with it. For that, you simply have to click on this create console button, and it is going to open a workspace for you. So if you press /, so here you can write any prompt in the natural language, or you can ask any question related to the database, and this using the Claude 3.7 Sonnet will provide your answer for your question. So if I say how many procedures are there, once you run it, and it will generate the query for you. So let's try with another query. This time I'm going to say List down the names of all the pets who have the gender male. And once you run it, it is going to generate the query for you. So here it is selecting the name from the pets where gender is male. So if you want to see whether it provides you correct output or not, you can always go ahead and run the query. And if the query is correct, it will provide you the answer. So you can see that these are all the pets whose gender is male. And similarly, you can ask more complex questions related to the database too. So in this way, you can interact with your database using the natural language by simply providing it your question. So here in the left navigation menu, the next option is the dashboard. So the Chat2DB also allows you to create different type of dashboards about your data with just a few clicks. So here inside the dashboard tab, I'm going to click on this new dashboard button. Here you have to provide a name to your dashboard. I'm going to call it test dashboard. Then you have to provide a description, which is optional, and the refresh rule. So I'm not going to provide any refresh rule, and click on confirm. So it is going to create a new dashboard for you, and inside the dashboard you can have different type of charts. So in order to create a chart, you can either click on this new chart button here or from the top. So click on the new chart button. It will open the data configurations for you. You can go ahead and click on the chart type in order to select the type of the chart that you want to create. You can see that there is a wide variety of different options. So I'm gonna go with the column bar chart. Then you have to select what should be present inside the axis. And you also have the option to select the theme colors for the chart. I'm gonna go with this one. You can select any one simply, and you can see that currently we are not seeing anything and we don't have any option for the horizontal axis and the vertical axis. This is because we have not provided it any data configuration. For that, simply click on the data configuration button right here. And from here, firstly, you have to select the data source. I'm gonna go with my connection which I've just created, and then you have to select the database. I'm gonna go with the pet data database. Now here once again you have to press the forward slash in order to be able to interact with the database, and here you have to provide the prompt for which you want to create the chart. So I want to see the different types of, so I'm going to say count the number of pets of each age. Let's go ahead and run this, and it is going to generate the query for you. And if you want to view whether the query is correct or not, simply go ahead and run this, and it is going to provide you that for the age 0 there are 5 pets, for the age 1 there are 5 pets, for the age 2 there are 6 pets, and so on. So now we are going to go and click on back to the chart. Now you have to select the chart type which I have already selected to be the column name. And if you click on the horizontal axis, now you have two different options. Either you can select the age to be on the horizontal axis or the number of pets. I'm gonna go with the age. And then for the y-axis, you have to select the other one. I'm gonna go with the number of pets. And here is the chart. So go ahead and play around with it in order to change the theme, and simply click on save. Once you do that, here you can see that your chart is now available. Similarly, you can go ahead and click on the new chart button. Once again, select the chart type. I'm gonna go with a pie and click on data configuration. So now I want to create a pie chart for the same data. So I'm gonna run the same query saying it is going to provide us the query. So let's go ahead and run this in order to see the output. So this is the response. Now we are gonna head back to the chart, and we will have the columns for the fields. So we have to select the group field and the angle field. So the group field is going to be the age, and the angle field is going to be the number of pets. So if you want to change it, I'm going to select the number of pets as the group field and age as the angle. So this is how it is going to look like now. You can go ahead and play around with it to change the color scheme and everything else, and then simply click on save, and it will appear right here inside your dashboard. Similarly, you can add different type of charts for different type of queries in order to have the dashboard right in front of you. So this was all about the dashboards. Now the next option is the AI chat. So the AI chat actually allows you to interact with your database in various ways. It can be fetching information about any particular table, generating the queries, and so on. So firstly, you have to select the database or the data collection. I'm gonna go with my test AI data source, and now you can ask the database anything. And you can see that it provides you a wide variety of different LLMs you can select from. I'm gonna go with the default, which is the Claude 3.7 Sonnet. And here you can view all the different conversation that we have had with our database. You can see that these were the previous questions which we asked to the database along with the answer which the AI chat provided us. So in this way, you can easily interact with your database with Our graphical user interface, just like VS Code or any other IDE. You simply have to establish a connection with your required database, and then you can all go ahead and play around with it using the natural language, and it is going to generate SQL queries for you. You can go ahead and run the queries right here inside the same platform. You can always go ahead and optimize the queries, and you can also use the query in order to generate different type of dashboards to create visualizations for a better understanding of your data. So overall, it is an amazing tool for interacting with your database without having to write complex queries. So I'll highly encourage all of you to try it out for yourself and let me know in the comments what you think about it. But that's all for this video. Thanks for watching.